Hey traders, good evening. This is Jeff from ZenTrader.ca, and we had an interesting day on the markets. But first, I want to talk about the Ticker Sense sentiment pool that they do for bloggers here. Let me show you their site here. They pool 30 different bloggers, and basically, that particular blogger says whether they're bullish, bearish, or neutral. And then, so this chart is essentially the same as this chart here. This is just a smaller sampling, so you can actually kind of see and tell what's going on. And we had something interesting happen today. We were working our way, so the red is obviously bearish, the blue is bullish. We were working our way down, the bears were down into what I believe the 15% range, and that's extreme complacency in the markets, and that's generally a period where the markets could potentially start to sell off. Basically, the number of bulls are the number of bears are so low, and the number of bulls are high relative to the number of bears. And what we had today was this number spike up. Essentially, this was the results from last week, and this is actually kind of unusual because this actually happened. As I said, this was the results of like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or when the results come in. And what I think it kind of happened was maybe some of a number of the bears spiked up, and so coupled with the fact that the market sold off today, it kind of released some of the pressure that was starting to build into the markets. The pressure being a market that just continues to go higher, 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 and it becomes more difficult to buy it because the markets just keep going up. People become fearful, so then there needs to be some sort of a correction. Now, the question that's on everybody's mind is, was today enough to relieve enough of the pressure to where the markets can start to head back up? And I think we're too early to say. I think that it stands really about a 50-50 chance right now because the markets were so strong that maybe a couple days of selling could be enough to relieve the pressure, and then the markets could go back up. I'm just going to try to show you a few things from both sides, and then hopefully over the course of the next couple of days maybe we can get some more clarity. But from the 60-minute chart here, this is the timing chart, we're about right at the same place where my market timing signal went to the sidelines back in around March 13th. We basically had gone up and never got a signal to short, never got a signal to get long again. And basically we've kind of formed a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern here. We've broken down. I have two lines drawn pretty close together. This would represent the neckline, and the reason why is because I wasn't exactly sure which one to connect. Do you connect the bodies or do you connect the tails? So I just kind of drew them both, and so it's more or less a thick neckline. We broke through that, rather both of them, pretty handily. We basically rallied back right to the top of the neckline, gap down, rallied right back up, and now we have a little bit of a trend line forming, and we didn't even quite make it there. So there's a number of bearish things going on right here. We've got the gap down, break through the neckline, rally up, failure, gap down, that's bearish, rally up, not even to the top of this trend line, and looks like we're starting to roll over. We didn't get to below 30, so that's positive. The Dow, more strong. It's more of a box. It's almost more like a Darvas box on top of each other here. We broke down through here. Bearish, not extremely, but this doesn't look good. Running out of time here, I just want to show you the TSX, which I'm personally short, and we're kind of stuck in this gap right here, this gap that goes all the way back to January 1st. This is not good. This is on a crash course, in my opinion, back down to this measured move of this particular head and shoulders. So we'll see if we get more selling here. So